waited for. It's good for America.
The Yankees are back on top. World champions for the 27th time. The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles. The LA Lakers. Back to throw Montana. Step left throws. This fight is over. Floyd Mayweather has a knockout victory over Ricky Hatton. Smiling. Oh! He slapped him! Conor McGregor is the new UFC featherweight champion of the world! Oh! Unbelievable!
Shout out to Originality. Swear that theme is perfect. Anyways, welcome to Championship Rounds. Welcome back, rather. It's your boy Marcel Pierre. A lot of things moving around in professional boxing. How professional? I'll let you be the judge. But, I thought I'd come back, weigh in on that, and, let the cards fall where they may. Today I'm going to be a bit of a gentleman. And I know that may be a bit far-fetched. I just did a whole interview with TNT, and when it was over, I realized that I wasn't even recording. Unbelievable. So I'm going to be humble, like I said, be a gentleman, and I'm going to, ladies first. And when I say ladies first, I'm talking about Claressa Shields, okay? And that name might not mean anything to you. The name might not ring any bells, but to some, it does. And why is she in the news? Because she is a women's professional boxer, and she's moving over to MMA. Now, there's been a lot of fake news spread out there that she's moving to the UFC. False. False. Not only is that false, but that would be career suicide. You might not think that, okay. I'm not even going to entertain the fact that it would be career suicide because it's just not possible. Claressa Shields, let's just put it out there. The UFC and Bellator don't have weight classes that exceed 145 pounds, okay? And then on the UFC only has the weight class of 145 pounds because of Chris Cyborg. If she wasn't in the equation, there wouldn't even be 145 in the UFC. As a matter of fact, before they made 145, they were making Chris cut down to, I believe, 140 and do catchweight fights because they didn't want to, give her weight class any shine because Dana said that there's not enough good women in that weight class. That might be true. It probably is true. But anyways, let's not trail off too much. We got Claressa Shields, and the reason why her name rings bells is because 77-1 amateur career, 19 knockouts. She was 10-0 right now in professional boxing with only 2 knockouts. And so right off the barrel you think, okay, well, she's not that freaking devastating. Okay, but she looks the part, she talks the part. But at the end of the day, it's women's boxing. I don't think they let them fight long enough to, produce enough knockouts. But I'm going to let Claressa introduce herself to you that don't know her. Claressa.
The knockouts. But, I guess I'll open it up for questions, but I'll say it again. I am the greatest one of all time. The GOAT. One and only, can't none of them girls beat me. And I say it again and again and again, and everybody gonna be mad, but guess what? Can't none of them girls beat me.
Okay. So you get the idea. And in addition to that, she does have 2 Olympic gold medals. And that reminds me, I did say Tyson had 2 Olympic gold medals. He does, but it's the Junior Olympics. I failed to mention that in the last one. But yeah, if you want to say that's fake news, whatever. He does have 2 Junior Olympics. Okay, Claressa has Olympic, okay, gold medals. She went to the World Championships, 2 more gold medals. The Pan American Games, another gold medal, okay? She's legit. She's the best in the world as far as women's boxing goes, by far. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get right into why she's in the news again, okay? She's joining the PFL. And for those that don't know that, that's the Professional Fighters League, okay? And what they do, what they do normally is they have tournaments where whoever makes it to the end and wins, they sign a check for $1 million. That's their gimmick, okay? And they have weight classes. They do them at all different weight classes, all right? So, Claressa Shields is joining, okay? So she's joining, and what she signed is a non-tournament contract. Okay, that might have went right over the heads of a lot of people, but a light bulb went off in my head immediately when I heard that. Okay, because that has major implications. Major. Okay, you probably don't know what that means. You're probably thinking, oh, Claressa Shields is going to come over and box up a few hoes. Okay, she might. She might. Who am I to doubt her? But what that non-tournament contract means is that she can pick and choose opponents. If you're in a tournament, it's the person that wins goes forward. You don't get to pick your opponent. You might be seed 1 and get upset by seed 8 or however big the tournament is. All right? So, but by signing a non-tournament contract, that means she can pick and choose whoever she fights, and get paid more. And who's ever handling her, who's ever promoting her, more power to you. That's smart, because it might have been career suicide to join that tournament and have a woman who is an Olympic judoka or wrestler or a Muay Thai specialist straight out of Thai, a Thai boxer, or a jiu-jitsu player out of Brazil, who would just render her useless or unconscious or worse, break bones. Might have been career suicide. Now that she did not sign that tournament contract, they can promote her how they want. They can make her look like Superwoman. They can feed her tomato cans and she can smash them religiously. Okay? So that's my take on that whole signing, all right? Don't be confused. Not joining the UFC. And as far as I'm concerned, she's not going to face any type of real competition. She going to get in there with Kayla Harrison? Hell no. You saw what she just did. It was a bloodbath. You think Claressa Shields wants to sign up for that? Absolutely not. Moving on. Jake Paul. I know it's like I keep talking about this guy. In the last show I said Jake Logan, who gives a damn. Now that after what he did to Nate Robinson, the man is getting called out by everybody and their grandmother. It's crazy. He's even going on record saying that he might be the next Mayweather. Boxing's alive because of him. He's the new Canelo. Google it. He's saying these things. He's riding really high off of the scalp of Nate Robinson. And why not? Nate went viral. I've seen, there's probably thousands, and I'm probably underselling it, memes of Nate Robinson sleep somewhere. Okay? Poor little Nate, not Tink Nate. All right? I'm going to say that. So, in addition to Jake saying these wild things about how he's the new Mayweather, etc., like I said, he's being called out by a slew of people. And is it people wanting that quick cash grab? I don't know. But they're calling him out. We got NHL players from the Las Vegas Golden Knights, enforcer, I can't even remember his name. See if I can see his name. What is Ryan Reeves? Said, come get this smoke. Come on, buddy. You beat up a few guys on the hockey rink. You throw the gloves down, you pull the jersey over the head, you let them go. I learned that from the Mighty Ducks. Neither here nor there. You're not getting that fight. Not happening. You know what I mean? Go back to the penalty box. Then you got Jose Canseco. You know, for those who don't know him, which I'm old enough to know him, he was one of the most popular baseball players of his time. And you know, he would be in the Hall of Fame if he wasn't if he didn't use the steroids and he got popped for it. He'd be in the Hall of Fame right now. What was he, AL MVP? First player ever to hit 40 home runs and steal 40 bases. Yeah, he did some historic shit. But sadly, he won't be in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Won't be there. Anyways, he's calling out. I can't tell if it's Logan or Jake. I'm gonna read I'm gonna read what he said. This is what, if I can get it here, this is what he tweeted, and I'll put it up on the screen here too, just so you know it's from him. This is word for word. I will fight any one of the Logan brothers. They have enough for anyone with any type of talent, yet or fighting skills. That's the tweet. That's it. What? Take your drunk ass home, Jose. I don't know what you're thinking about. Not getting the fight. These people are getting delusions of grandeur. Are people that bored on these times of COVID? I don't know. But that fight's not happening. Don't even keep a finger anywhere close to crossed for that one. Not happening. Okay? And last thing I'm going to say about the Jake Paul thing. He says he's in talks with Conor McGregor's camp. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, Conor McGregor's fighting Dustin Poirier January 23rd. Alright? I thought the fight was done. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. Sad to say. Jake Paul is, 2-0 now? If he gets the Conor McGregor fight, the fight would do game busters. And you can say what you want, you know what I mean? The Tyson versus Jones fight did numbers, what they do, 1.5 million or something like that. I'm sure the YouTube sensation Jake Paul played a factor. Sad but true. You know what I mean? I'm not going to hate on the man. The man has a following. Conor McGregor has a following. Conor McGregor has an entire country behind him. So you don't think that fight would do game busters? You don't think WME, IMG, and Dana White would be interested in making that fight? Of course they would. Especially if they can make it MMA. Imagine that. That's neither here nor there. But he says he's in talks with Conor's camp. We'll see if that materializes or if it doesn't. Alright? And like I said, a lot of things moving around in professional boxing. Last thing I'm going to talk about is what I feel is the most important thing that's moving in professional boxing. The biggest fight that's coming. And I'm talking about Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia. Nobody's talking about it. I haven't even seen very many promos for it. I mean, they're completely underselling it. I mean, this is Errol Spence's first fight back since flipping his Ferrari. How he walked away from that unscathed, well, you know, he had a few lacerations, but nothing serious. How he walked away from that, only God knows. But I'm glad he did walk away from it because he is a brilliant fighter. If nobody saw the fight he had with Sean Porter where he unified the IBF and WBC titles, I suggest you go back and watch that. It's brilliant boxing. It's a good fight. They should do it again. But anyways, he's facing Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is a multiple time world champion in 2 different weight classes. Both of these gentlemen have 21 KOs apiece. Errol Spence is undefeated. Danny Garcia has been defeated twice. It's going to be a good fight. Going to be a great fight. So look that one up. The only real boxing that's actually happened. And I mean, no disrespect to Jake Paul. Kudos for what you did to Nate. No disrespect to Mike or Roy. You're both past your prime. And what do you know? Holyfield's coming out just like I said in the last one. He's came out and said he's ready. Okay, no disrespect to you guys. But you guys are not prime fighters. Errol Spence and Danny Garcia, prime fighters for the unified welterweight title. Let's go. Tune in. And until next time, that's right, stay frosty.